Good evening, everyone. I'm
Good
Rupali,
evening.
and today we are here for Poesy Tales English Open Mic. And this time it is Children's Day special, since yesterday was Children's Day. And before we move further, I would like to give a brief introduction of our group as well. Poesy Tales is a trilingual platform of rising, emerging, and established writers and poets. The three languages are English, Hindi, and Marathi. Poesy Tales is a WhatsApp group and it also has a Facebook page. Apart from that, we also have a YouTube channel. And it's a very vibrant group because the regular prompt challenges, word prompt challenges, photo prompt challenges, they're organized. And every month, we also have open mic, virtual open mics most of the time, but for separately for each language, like for English, Hindi, and Marathi. And the founder of the group is Miss Anupama Kadwadji. Today, she has also joined us as a participant for the open mic. Now, I would like to proceed with this session. We'll have two rounds. Round one will be Children's Day special. So I would like to invite Miss Dia Singh ji to recite her poem. Before that, I would like to give a brief introduction. Dia Singh is a 22 years old student pursuing MA in clinical psychology from Chandigarh University in Chandigarh. She is a young poetess having written several poems and is currently writing her first book of anthology. She has won several trophies in national level poetry and essay writing. She often participates in offline and online poetry recitations, open mics, poetry writing, literary and cultural events. She believes in the simplicity of expression in poetry. So welcome Diaji to Poesy Tales. What will you recite for us tonight?
Uh, Thank you, Rupali ma'am, for this wonderful hosting, and I would like to thank Anupma ma'am for this wonderful opportunity. So, as we all know that after we become adults, we realize how precious childhood is. So, I am reciting a poem that is about the sudden emergence and transition of adulthood from childhood. So, my poem is titled A Transition Overnight. One memory, one dream, growing wildly, like the roots of a young sprouting tree. A separation in death, an estrangement from another. The strings of life move on, threading melodies spontaneously, slipping through the cracks of one's existence. That sole ancient memory a proof of happiness, making one freeze in the sandstorms of a desert called life. That one storytelling night flashed once again alongside all the ill-fated misfortunes tumbling one after the another in one's life. The pictures were in a frenzy, and finally she opened her eyes, red and swollen, with dry tears squirming in her eyes, when infinite sun rays burst in through, bringing some light. Today is the day her tiny body has outgrown, stretched out to match that of an adult. Her innocence, cheerfulness, and bubbliness all dried up, while her shoulders hunched under the concrete pillars of being a grown up. Those bright eyes now scrutinizing the road while grieving the lost ones. Thank you.
That was beautifully penned, and the first of all, the topic is also very interesting. Like we normally, very few people would talk about transition, and you selected that topic, and the way you handled it, the words, and there is lots of reality in the words, a sincerity. Well done. Anyone else
Thank
would like to
Yes,
Yes.
would
very
like to?
impressive words, Diaji, for such a young age, the way you have expressed your feelings. And I think everyone goes through this transition phase, but the way you have put it all together, it's really remarkable. Keep it up.
After
A
this
beautiful subject
beautiful,
on metamorphosis of a child growing into, strong youth. So it was so wonderful hearing you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
after this beautiful recital by Diyaji, we will move on to the next participant. The next participant is a very eloquent orator and a weaver of words, an excellent weaver of words. She is Mrs. Somdatta Mitraji. Mrs. Somdatta Mitra is the resident of Howrah, West Bengal, and promulgating art and literature through her envisions. She is a postgraduate in English literature from Delhi University. She is a published writer, a painter, an orator, a peace ambassador, and an entrepreneur. She feels serene while writing about humanity, social injustices, friendship, nature, global peace, great poets and novelists, women empowerment, and gender equality. From the past 20 years, she has been teaching creative writing and English to help children think about a beautiful world through poetry. Her cultural workshops on social media have developed the confidence of her students. She is a recipient of many national and international literary awards, which has enhanced her passion diligently with more aspirations. She has recently published her debut solo book, The Spectrum of Emotions, published by Writers World publication. She is also a co-author in more than 1500. Yes, you heard it right. 1500. That's a huge number. More than 1500 anthologies. She has also accomplished a few world records in poetry writing, which has given her more opportunities to beautify the spectrum of her emotions. And some of her distinguished awards recently in 2024 are Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Bharatiya Ratna Award, Literary Artist of the World by Letras del Corazon, International Icon Award, World Humanitarian Award by India Book of Records. She has also featured, her work has also featured in several national and international magazines, and she has been interviewed for her innovative research work in writing. At present, she is an admin and English jury in many literary groups. Welcome, Somdatta ji.
Thank you so much, uh, Rupali ji, for embedding such encouraging words so graciously for me. Thank you so much. I'm so deeply touched. And I want to thank Anupama ji for organizing this wonderful event today. And for that, I am given an opportunity to recite my poems. So, my first poem is about children, definitely, since today's Children's Day celebration here. Uh, the title I've given is The Giggling Stream, because the giggles of the children touch me more than anything in the world. I'm so deeply attached with them. So the title goes The Giggling Stream. I laugh with their laughters and giggles and explore their innocence that are hidden in their riddles. For their fairy tale stories are never ending, where kings and queens are characters that are fascinating. They deliberately engage in verbal debates. Their world are full of good wisdom,
that illustrate their observations. Their weird questions reasons with their own rationality. As palavers, they are attention seekers in credibility. Some are spoiled brats, unconcerned about integrity. Their jade, tramp in every aspect, woven open causes of their absurdity. Some are mature and possess a benign smile, reflecting their silent manifestation into a humor or wile. Their cheerful, buoyant, carefree nature are gifted fortunes, which I cradle in the spiritual impressionability in a passion. They blow the whistles of impulse in an enthrall. They join in every activity as a game changer. They capture my spirits with their interpretative ardor. They amaze me with their impeccable wits in an angelic splendor. Their world is a garden of kindness and compassion. Their sympathy over grief are beatific connections. They are my cheerleaders and skilled enthusiasts who bloom in the garden of our life to cultivate love as reapers. They are the rainbows whose spectrum multiplies with every smile and every vigor in challenges and friendliness. Thank you so much. Here I conclude.
That's brilliant, Ink. And the as Anupama ji also has mentioned in the comments, the title is itself is very vibrant, very dynamic. It's the giggling stream, and the innocence, the carefree nature, and the life. I think one of the most memorable phases of any person's life would be, the childhood part in most of the cases. And you have beautifully penned this poem.
Actually, I feel we all blossom every moment with the reminiscences of our childhood memories. We always feel that there is a child within us, no matter how much we age. So it's
True.
not only about the children who are of that age particularly, but it's about us also, because
Keeping
we
the
also cover a
inner
child
child.
inside us with a shield. And when we open that shield, when the rain, rain drops, and when the rainbow is seen, that child within us blooms and blossoms, and that child speaks. And the child, tells us that yes, you are a child today also. So don't let yourself be an adult. Whenever you want, you be a child within you. So that was the main
And
reflection over this poem
right,
particularly.
right.
You've
And
captured the yes,
yes, yes, please continue.
Somtataji,
Yes.
you've captured the emotions of the child, the essence, very essence of childhood, very well in your poem, and very impressive words, very well articulated words, very nice, and it's always a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you.
Excellent,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much, Anupam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rupali ji. Thank you.
I think that
Yes. Yeah.
Samvita's ma'am's poem is so vivid that you can imagine it side by side and you can't stop smiling the whole time.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
Before we proceed, I would also like to thank our audience who has joined and is listening, watching, and encouraging our participants. Thank you, Miss Manju Chauhanji. Rashmi Vaishampan Petheji has also joined us. She has also given comments earlier. You can check them later on. No, because it will be there afterwards as well, in case you have missed the comments for your poems. Now we'll proceed further. I would like to invite Ms. Shriya Sampadaji for reciting her poem. Before that, I would like to introduce her.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Evening.
Ma'am, actually, I was
Shriya Sampadaji.
facing some internet disruptions. That's why I couldn't say anything. But now it is
Okay.
audible.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Shriya Sampada is a multifaceted artist who has a keen interest in classical music and dance from her infancy. She has received numerous accolades by winning state level competitions in music. As a girl of 14, she delves deep into the intricacies of nature and life for adding color to her canvas. With a noble ambition of being a doctor in future, she nurtures her time in serving the people surrounding her. She is currently studying in DAV Public School, Puri, in grade 9. So, welcome, Shreya.
Thank you,
Yeah, please.
Murupali ma'am, for this brief description about me. So, good evening to everyone who are present over here. So, the title of my poem is that the desire that bloomed. Actually, this poem is about friendship. Sometimes we contemplate that that friend cheats us. This poem is about that. Uh, you were bright like the sun. You were unique like the sunflower. You were vibrant like the color yellow when the sun sets. Your brightness fades. But again, the next morning, you glow like nothing happened. You are strong because you brave the rain, the ignorance, and the night without sun. A gleam of hope rises like a flame of fire, who ignites my spirit of virtuosity. Like the sunflower that always faces towards sun. Even if you accept my veracity, you understood me and guided me like a rising star. You were with me during my trials and tribulations. Without your presence, I feel incomplete. Now a day has come too difficult to accept this reality of your nostalgic simples, for it left a great anguish in me forever. Thank you everyone for listening.
That was well composed, and the beautiful simile that was used, that of a sunflower, the
Thank you, ma'am.
yellow of the sunflower, and the way its properties, how it faces the sun. So, and very often the sunny childhood, you can say, and that has been that essence you have captured so well. Anyone else would like to comment?
Yes, can I say something?
Yes, please.
I want to compliment the young angel over her, understanding of how to present the poem through her, expressions. It was like I was
Thank
counting
you.
on to some of the words she has used, which I think at her age I was never able to understand those words. So, playing with such words with this theme was itself a really, really, kind of great caliber and deep thought process over the subject that she has taken. And this is very emotional because it is during the school days that we get to understand our surroundings and how those really impact us over our emotions, over our understanding of each other, I mean our peer group. So it is an important aspect of childhood that she has uplifted today.
Yes.
So
Yes.
congratulations to you, my dear child. Wonderful.
Very well expressed words, Shriyaji, and it's a pleasure listening to you. And I have the honor of listening to your recitation the second time, and I'm really impressed that we have such young talent
Sure, ma'am.
among us.
Yeah.
So it's really an honor to have you all in this show, Diyaji, Shriyaji. It's really an honor, and but these are the budding poets whom we look up to. So really nice having you on the show. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
After this brilliant recital by Shreyaji, we will move ahead. And this time, I will be inviting the founder of our group, Anupama ji. Anupama Kadwad is a multilingual poet from Mumbai. She writes in English, Hindi, and Marathi languages. Her Facebook and Insta ID is at Anupama Poems. Her poem book, My World, was published in Jan 2016. She was also the Poet of the Year 2023. She received this award from ALS, that is Asian Literary Society. She is the founder of writing community Poesy Tales. Many of her poems are published in national and international magazines. She has co authored over 50 anthologies. Her travelogues are published in renowned travel magazines like TripAdvisor and Holiday IQ. Her travel YouTube channel is named Travel Journey Memoirs. So welcome, Anupama ji.
Thank you so much, Rupali ji, for such an elaborate bio. Thanks a lot. And thank you everyone who have joined us today on this show, and all the respected participants, the young talent also among us. So thank you all for joining in today. As our theme is based on Children's Day, here goes my poem. As we all know, we sometimes we learn something even from the younger generation. So this poem is depicting the same. Children are our teachers. Innocence of the children, curious questions often posed, living without inhibitions, spontaneous in their approach. Children are our teachers, may quarrel with friends at times, but the next moment go and patch up as well. Out of the box thinking, fearless and daring approach. Children are our teachers, dancing in the rain, playing in the puddles, not hesitant to soak their hands in the mud and soil. Carefree and joyful attitude, mischievous and naughty sometimes. Children are our teachers. Let us learn from these young teachers to laugh more and frown less, to hug more and express our love, to appreciate more and be happy and content. Yes, there is so much to learn from children, our teachers. Thank you.
That was brilliant. And that every little thing, no, which a child does, that also was included in your poem, and that imagery. And apart from that, as you said, like they are our teachers. Like many things, very often we as adults, we when we face certain problems, it may so happen that just by spending some time with the child and through his, we somewhere our mind is also we can seek inspiration, we can even seek solutions, which
Yes.
some people may not believe, but it has actually happened with me also. I have experienced it, and they are very because of somewhere maybe they are more creative. They have this out, as you said, rightly said, out of box thinking. Very well put in the poem.
And many a times we adults carry the grudge or whatever,
Hmm.
even with
Yes,
the small fights or something throughout. But
right,
children,
right.
one moment they'll fight, the next they are together. It's as if
Yes,
nothing happened. So that is what is a learning phase. It's
yes. That
really a good
forgiving
thing.
nature. Yes, yes. They are very
Yes,
forgiving as well.
yes.
Anyone else
Such a
would like to?
beautiful, thought-provoking poem Anupama ji has laid today, and I think this emotion again is very, very reflective because in our generation there was a different kind of instinct that we had. We never knew so many things, and we were not aware of the surroundings and all that. But nowadays, children are very much receptive to their surroundings, and whenever
Yes.
see, they observe that their parents are in a delusion, their parents are in a kind of confusion over anything, they are very smart enough to confront them and make them understand the situation, which is really, really praiseworthy. There is a generation gap between both we and our children, and they can really mirror the situation so well, making us habituated with the reality, sometimes which we are not able to perceive it, but they are more tactful than we are in that scenario. So
Very true.
appropriately Anupamaji has related this aspect in a wonderful poem. So thank you, ma'am,
Thank you.
for
Thank
presenting
you,
it
ma'am.
so well.
Thank you. So, as we move further, I'd like to invite our host for today, Rupali Gore Laleji. So, before she recites a poem, her short introduction, Rupali Gore Laleji is a trilingual Mumbai based poet and writer. She writes in English, Hindi, and Marathi. Last year, her debut poetry book, titled Calms and Balms, released worldwide on Amazon, Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, and Events Pub as a paperback and as an e-book. Rupali ji believes that poetry is the calm and balm of her life. She loves to write in different poetic forms. She also loves to express herself by writing short stories and essays. Her work is published in national and international anthologies and online magazines. She likes to recite poetry, which motivates her to record some of her work as a spoken word poetry. Some of her work can be read on her Instagram handle at Rupali Dilip Gore and as well as her Facebook page. Rupali ji, it's an honor to have you on the show and you're hosting this program so well. Thank you for being such a wonderful host. I would like to listen to your recitation now. Thank you.
Thank you, Anupamaji, for the beautiful introduction and appreciation. Thank you so much. Now, it's what I'm going to recite the piece. It's titled "Children and Their Pinwheel of Hope." Children, the future of our nation, are like crops in a field. No wonder the growing future finds tremendous joy in the midst of growing crops. The kids carry pinwheels of progress and rainbow dreams in their eyes. Kids are like sponge. They are sensitive and receptive. Their eyes observe keenly what they see. Their ears listen intently. Their noses smell the mildest of aromas. They touch varied textures. They taste different flavors of foods and drinks. Children will be influenced by their surroundings. Of course, every child will analyze and think differently, feel differently, and do things differently. She is a unique individual with a personality of her own. If, along with the strength to be capable and competitive, a child feels inspired to care, share, to be compassionate, then the future of the country will be better. Now, I will move on to recite the poem. This is from the point of view of the children. The children will be talking through this poem. Let us run faster than the wind. Let us float like paper boats. Let us pin our hopes to the pinwheel. Let us blush like crops in the fields of prosperity. Our dreams are multichromatic dreams. Our smiles flow like gushing rivers. Our skies are limitless. Our terrains hold promises and strain laziness. We enjoy freedom in a democracy. Why should we fear autocracy? Let's not forget many freedom fighters who dedicated or even sacrificed their lives for our better lives. Our parents and teachers toil for our betterment. Why should we torment ourselves with a baggage of unnecessary comparisons? We will think of ideas to make this world greener and better than what it is now. Let us run to finish the race in our style, at our pace. Let us win by participating and cheering each other. Let us live in the moment and celebrate a legacy called life. Let us lie in the laps of Mother Earth. Let us lie in the lap of Mother Earth and take care of her well being. Thank you.
An elderly point of view as well as from a child's point of view. So it's a very well expressed poem, and thank you for sharing it with us. And you've captured the essence so well, like many of the aspects which we ignore, but children they take it so well. When you spoke about the environment and the freedom which we have got, we take it for granted, but so nicely put. Very nice, Rupali ji.
Thank you, Rupaji.
I like the
Now,
mention of comparisons related to children
mhm,
in your
yeah.
poem. It is an
Mhm,
integral part of childhood that often
mhm,
parents do this mistake by comparing their child with some other child. And that should not be done, because every child has their own beauty within themselves. They should be, they should be given that kind of freedom to reveal or to sprout with their own sunshine. That is very,
true.
very important, and that
Yes.
you have captured in your lines so beautifully. So wonderful poem. Thank you for presenting.
Thank you, Somdattaji. Now we have reached the end of round one. We'll move on to round two. So I would like to invite Diya Singh ji to recite her poem.
After hearing all the poems of Rupali ma'am, Somdatta ma'am, Shreya ji, and Anupma ma'am, I can definitely say that all of your poems are one of the most beautiful poems that I have ever heard. So I don't know how my poem will be compared to all of your poems and experiences that you have shared, but in this round I am reciting my poem which I am dedicating to the victims and survivors of the Delhi car blast incident that I hope everyone knows of, that it was an attack planned by some terrorists in Delhi. So the title of my poem is Death of Humanity. I was sitting in my room, getting ready to sleep, when the doors of my sanity blew off their hinges. Once again, this time by the gunshots of helplessness and the pleas of mercy. Gaza, Iraq, Israel, Palestine, Pulwama, Delhi, and Pahalgam all are linked to a mystery, with innocent blood spilled on the faces of children and the hands of their beloved. People lamenting, seeking refuge from the tears of grief and despair. When every survival instinct failed, the call of blood, where blood calls blood, gnaws the insides of survivors, making them question the surety of human morality in this dimension. The shrieks for help, the screams of grief, numb eyes, and the silent cries. These are the inheritances of the people that survive. Police arrived late. Rescuers stopped midway, waiting for the last heartbeat to flutter away, the last breath to fade away. One life, one prayer. To spend time in the arms of loved ones is what they all wished for, a million times. Humanity was alive today. Tomorrow, it may be better off dead in a cascade, with tears of hope and aspirations for future still intact. Thank you.
A very sensitive topic, and you put yourself in that situation and you imagined what the victims have gone through or they're going through. And that was written very well by you. And people, people who have don't know or not aware also, they through this poem they will be aware, they will be more aware of what happens. And very often what happens is that the survivor, the victim who survives, this other battle starts after this whatever the blast or whichever that mishap happens, because his battle for survival, to heal himself, to heal the people around him, that starts. It's not just the physical pain, but also the emotional trauma, the financial stress, and the mental agony they go through. So you have captured his emotions very well, and the reality very well. And at such a young age, you have empathy, and you could write so well, so beautifully for this topic. And so it was an excellent rendition.
Thank you,
Anyone
ma'am.
else would like to give their feedback?
Sure,
Very
ma'am.
well penned, Diyaji. And as Rupali ji said, for such a young age, you all are aware about the things happening around us and what is the need of this world. As you rightly said, after all these incidents, everyone is, you can say, uh, they go through this, means nobody benefits from such a incident. It's a loss for everyone. So why not look for peace? Everyone should go for peace. That's a good message, and really you've portrayed it very well. Thank you, Diyaji.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sorry, Somdata ji was saying something. Sorry.
Yeah. Uh, it is a very noble thought, Dia, that you really selected the subject on the episode of celebrating children's day, because we always think about the happiness and the cheerfulness and all the attributes which relates to the positivity in life. But you have brought such a sensitive issue on this episode, gives a reflection of your empathy, your sensitivity towards humanity. Humanitarian aspects are really very, very important to inculcate in the children, and that is very much prevalent in you, which is very, very evident through your very, very strong message. What a wonderful presentation you have laid today over this aspect and attribute, that how children are not only victimized, they are so many of them were a victim of homicide. And I have seen one video. I would like to reflect a little bit. One second I would take to relate this emotion, that there were 10 children of 10 years to 12 years of age in a school. The entire school was demolished by some kind of bulldozer instantly while they were alive inside. Knowing intentionally, they knew that these children were inside this building with their teachers, and the teachers were so brave, they knew they won't be living, because they were prepared to die, because they knew these people are going to kill them. But they bravely envelop the children within them, and giving them the spirit that yes, we will escape from here. And in front of everybody's eyes, that insanity, that kind of brutality was laid. So I really felt so emotional hearing you, Dia. uh, so many congratulations and blessings to you. Thank you for gifting us this emotion today through your poem.
Thank you, ma'am.
Incredible poem there, Didi.
Thank you.
After such a brilliant and well composed poem by Diya Singh ji, we will proceed with our next participant. And I would like to invite Somdatta ji to recite her poem.
Thank you so much, Rupali ji. Uh, I want to say that when I was a child, I was very much fond of rains. And whenever it used to rain in Kolkata, several places, they had waterlogged roads or paths. Even in your garages, there were, knee deep water, and it was very dirty. And we most of the families had were joint families, and all cousins all together, we used to make some paper boats, and we used to float them in the garage because we are not allowed to go outside the lane. So everything we were capable of doing, it was all indoors. So keeping this reflection of our sweet childhood in mind, I have written this poem. The title obvious is Paper Boats. Beneath the sun, as you fold and glue papers with enthusiasm to weave dreams to vision, paper boats are ready to launch in the river, where they wear the sun like the golden crowns as victors, and they whisper to the zephyr holding down, sharing joys and validate contentment to crown. These vessels are fragile, white, and a silent crew. The hulls you design with hopes like flowers of an unknown maze. Calming your fears, they dance and bob in a subtle pace to wink the clouds in satires of their enigma, tenderly crafted with love and care. The perpetual fascination with playful peers. They embark on a divine journey to sail with guides of beautiful smiles to raise a mast in the waterway. Paper boats are like prayers, floating with a faith to undulate in a sway like flares, uplifting a strong reliance, assembling many desires. They skim and slide as the singers of a choir. The waters cradle as the gentle hold, embracing the paper boats from the soft waves to enfold. With gleeful eyes they rock and roll as if they celebrate a freedom to toll, a heaven from life's difficult phases. They are the cheerleaders wearing shields to guard the storms. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you, audience, for listening.
That was incredible. And apart from the memory, which many people, many of us must have made paper boats, and the philosophy and the analogies you have used, it's the similes, the metaphors, it's so beautiful. And that rains have their own magic, the paper boats have their own magic, and your poem also created a different magic. And the use of you saying cheerleaders, and it was excellent, beautiful.
Thank you, Rupali. Thank you so much. So
Very
beautiful.
well recited, Somdataji. And the way you express through words, it portrays a picture in front of our eyes. So, really beautiful poem. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anupama. So glad to hear this. Thank you.
After this beautiful and magical poem by Somdatta ji, I would like to invite Miss Shreya Sampada ji, to recite her poem.
Thank you, ma'am, for inviting me once again. So, this poem is about a year, a new year, which usually comes and goes within a single glance. So, representing my poem, a new year with a new entity. What can be said about a year? It is unpredictable and unreliable. At first glance, it appears like a golden crusted fruit, but over time it deteriorates into something rancid. Sometimes it seems like an angel bearing the fruit of positivity who plants the seeds of joy. Other times it feels like a devil quietly destroying the fruit of hope. Often in the darkest hours of the night, it creates a dismal atmosphere where the melancholic sky weeps with anguish and sorrow. Some clouds mingle while others disperse like dust. Like a flitting warbler, years passes, month passes, weeks pass, and days also pass. It invigorates the inner soul with a new entity. But the scars of turbulent journey leave behind an incredible essence. Thank you for listening.
such a the new year itself, it has different colors, and you have the it has contrasts and contradictions as well. It's not always, no, there is hope, there is optimism, but also certain events which may happen, it can be pessimistic as well. And you have covered both so beautifully, so creatively through the use of alliterations and similes. Beautiful. Excellent poem.
Thank you, ma'am.
Superb poem, Shriyaji. And honestly, you've shown us like the different phases of the year. And it's like, as you've expressed, ups and downs in life, same way, like sometimes a dark side, sometimes you get the bright side. So for your young age, I'm really impressed with the young talent we have on the show today, and the way they have expressed through their words and well-woven sentences, and come up with new imagination and uh, some different ideas. It's really remarkable. Thank you. Thank you.
After this
Thank you, ma'am.
philosophical take on the new year by Shriyaji, I would like to invite Anupama ji to recite her poem.
Thank you, Rupali ji. Uh, I have selected a poem on childhood for the second round as well. And some of the things which we have done in our childhood, and the days which we are missing, try to capture those in these lines. So here it goes. Childhood memories. Childhood is a beautiful part of my life. Plentiful memories with nimble steps arrive. Quintessence era filled with sojourn movements. Deep in the recesses of my mind, they thrive. Walking to school with my bestie a kilometer daily to save expensive bus fare of one whole rupee daily, savoring the colored slushy golas, lemon toffee and berries tempting. This roadside treat was a bliss, though parents' wrath dreading. To exchange famous five and secret seven for the library day looked forward to eagerly, to get new clothes and eat favorite delicacies on birthdays and festivals waited anxiously. Craze to make pen pals from countries far away conveyed our well-being to relatives and friends through letters, which was the most common way. A sole TV surrounded by neighboring kids at weekends, summer activity assisting mother in puppet making, vacation visit every year to native place, though winding roads in dusty red bus traveling, still happy and content in every case. This kaleidoscope of walk through memory lane are flashbacks which dulcify my old age pain, are flashbacks which dulcify my old age pain. Thank you for listening.
It's a very detailed poem, and many people must have, when you were reciting, I'm sure many people must have resonated with it and must have gone back to their childhood memories as well. And certain things like writing letters, or no, finding pen pals across spread across countries, also internationally, that was a phase, that was a trending, you can say, during that time. Now I'm
Yes,
not
yes,
quite sure, because the social media has also opened up, so
yes,
it's happening in a way, but in a digital way, not the pen and paper way. That also you have captured so well. But that's excellent and a beautifully composed poem. Anyone else would like to add their feedback?
Yes, yes, definitely. three important aspects that Anupamaji laid on her poem really gave me a kind of resonance because I used to write letters to my friends when I was living in Delhi, and I used to connect to my friends through those letters in Kolkata. And over just a year back, one of my friend living in Canada, who was my locality friend, she sent me those letters through the WhatsApp. I was into literally into tears. I thought, had I not written those letters to her or to other friends,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have seen those things today, which they have treasured till today. And they, I mean, we collectively, that group, that peer group, we have decided that now also we are going to write letters, may it be to international
Wow.
friends or to national friends, whatever, but we will really keep up that for our next generation. We are making our children write to each other also. So that is an important aspect, which is a nostalgia. And also about the other things that you have related in your poems, all merge into a kind of blossoming, a fragrance that we all receive through your wonderful content. Thank you so much for gifting us those
Thank you.
emotions today through your poetry.
Thank you so much. So, as we move on, I'd like to invite our host, Rupali Gore Laleji, for reciting her second poem. And before she starts with her recitation, once again, I'd like to thank you, Rupali ji, for such a wonderful hosting for today. And it's a pleasure listening to all the recitations. And Rupali ji's taken us all through this event with her simplicity, with a nice hosting, and really you've expressed on every poem through. You've given a nice feedback for all the poems, so that's really quite remarkable. Thank you, Rupali ji, and inviting you for your second recitation.
Thank you, Anupamaji, for the appreciation. Thank you so much. And it has been a pleasure to listen to your renditions of all the participants. And Anupamaji, her writing style is different and beautiful, simple, and she covers so many aspects. Somdatta ji, she's she recites so well, and her vocabulary, her wordplay, the uses of figure of speech, so beautiful. And Diyaji, at such a young age, you have no, you have that quality of the sensitivity, empathy. Apart from having imagination, a poet is supposed to be no, imaginative. If a poet is imaginative, it's an advantage. But having empathy is also very important. So you can cover a wide range of topics, and you have done that so well. And all the best to you for that. And also Shreyaji, her poems are also very creative at such a young age. She's just 14 and she's doing so well. She's thinking about different topics and penning beautifully. I will be reciting a poem titled Near the Sea. The screen is full of blue, the serene sky blue, the reflecting sea blue, the grey blue mountains at the horizon. The mountains present a mysterious woo. The mind is lost in a thoughtful rue. The wet sand sticks like glue to the spellbound feet. The feet are mesmerized by mermaid tales and pirate stories which float like jellyfish in the vast bays of imagination. The waves carry the future ashore. Awash is the present to transform into a past until a driftwood rests on the beach in a nostalgic mood. The turtles track the sea, the seagulls hover and dream. The fish find their fears hidden in the seashells and conches. The world of the oceans is deep and insightful. A human can capture only a handful of marine reality in his memories. The undiscovered parts welcome him ashore the next time. Thank you.
That's a really wonderful poem, Rupali ji. You've taken us through the sea. It's as if we are strolling along the seashore, collecting conches, listening to the waves, and very nice similes used in your poem as well. Lovely descriptions.
Thank you.
I felt as if I was closing my eyes and I was just, strolling around the
Yes,
beach over the, cool zephyrs enveloping me and giving me that kind of nostalgia. Every time you visit there, you get a kind of, serenity, tranquility, and that kind of, moments you treasure in your diary when you come back, and those moments are again, recollected, and you again feel like going there. So at times we need a break from our busy life, and we need to, give ourselves a me time. So all those things were well, embossed in your words, in your expressions, in your poetry. That is a gift to us today. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you so much, Somdattaji. Thank you, Anupamaji.
I
Now,
think that until now, I have made the best decision to be in this meeting among you all people, where I have learned a lot and like experience certain experiences, perspectives, that how you all made the poems. They were truly wonderful and amazing.
thank you, Diyaji. Now we are reaching the end of our open mic. But definitely just end of the open mic, but not the end of poetry writing and poetry reciting, as our participants will be continuing their journey as poets. Once a poet, always a poet, I feel. And so this evening was definitely very one of the most memorable ones for me as well. So many different perspectives and so many different topics were covered by our participants. And I think Shreya ji has lost her due to some technical error. I think she has lost the
Yes,
connection.
it's
She's
some
not there
network
now.
issues, right? Yeah.
Yes, network issue. So, but fortunately, her poem she could recite both the poems, and she was
Yes.
there for the recitations as well of other poem for participants as well. So I would take this time out to thank Anupama ji for first of all forming this group and organizing these open mics for the participants so we can recite our poems. Thank you so much. And thank you to our participants, Somdatta Mitra ji, Diya Singh ji, Anupama ji, and Shreya ji as well for taking time and being there on time and reciting your poems. And it was a pleasure having you all. On behalf of Poesy Tales, I thank you all.
And I would like to say one line to Rupali ji for being an excellent host today, coordinating us over each round with your wisdom, with your, narrations, with your, camaraderie. We are so, so deeply sensitive towards your hosting. And may we have you again and again in many, many such forums. Thank you so much.
Very true,
Thank you
very
so
true.
much. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.